Hey, whack people. This is the OCT, Octavius Haye, and I want to thank you for tuning in to our page today. We greatly appreciate it. If you are listening to the podcast, you can also find it on PODBEAN. The link will be in the description. And if you listen to our music, you can also listen on SoundCloud and DatPiff. Both links will be in the description also. And as always, please remember to like the video, leave a comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you're informed every time we drop new content. Now enjoy this whack wisdom. I am whacking off.
It's the WACCast podcast, yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me,
yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack
It's
to me.
the WACCast podcast, yeah.
We talk whack right now, we talk whack right now, we talk whack right now, we talk whack right now.
Yeah. Hey, what is up, whack people? I hope everything is amazing for everyone as always. I am the Honorable OCT Octavius Haye, along with my co-host, the euphoric E-Rob.
Oh, yes.
And you are listening to the WACCast podcast. E, how you doing, man?
Wonderful, looking good. Still Rockville.
Are you stupendous?
Stupendous. I am super.
That's what's up, man. You ready to talk whack today, man?
Let's talk whack to 'em.
Let's talk whack, man. Alright, so, of course, unfortunately, everybody knows about this. Hip-hop community world has been rocked by the loss of legendary MC DMX.
Dog man.
Who unfortunately passed away, was it last Friday or maybe Thursday night? He passed late last week, passed away. He's been getting an outpouring of love from the community, from so many people that, you know, have known him and fans. Just a really sad time for somebody whose legacy in hip-hop cannot be denied. Your take on this, E, or your thoughts, E?
Yeah, man, you don't really get this till it's gone. He was a living legend. We had a lot of time. I'm so glad we got the verses in with Snoop Dogg for the culture. And this is just what the legend should get. So any kind of send-off, anybody that's just going for the tributes, I'm just here for all that, man. He deserves his spot.
No, it definitely deserves his spot, man. And you just talked about the versus thing with Snoop. That was such a big thing for everybody. Everybody loved it. It was like, the whole, internet was buzzing about it the next day, how fun it was, how much fun they had, and they just was turning up and just reliving their hits. Just good positivity, man. I'm just so happy that, we got to have one of those moments. That was less than a year ago. I'm so happy we got to have that moment with him. Where we got to see, everybody goes back and remember just that catalog. He didn't even play everything. He played a lot. It was real dope, man. Of course, everybody's talking about DMX, his history, his legacy. So what's some of your favorite X memories?
All right. So
Not even necessarily music or nothing, just maybe some crazy interviews and stuff he did.
yeah. First off, Who We Be. I just listened to that song a lot. And at the end, and even after, it kind of hit me. It's like, I am D at the kids say I am DMX. It's like, just his rawness that he just puts on. He didn't really look to be flashy or not.
Real talk, man. Yeah, you're right. He didn't look to be flashy. He was just honest.
But he was still a star. He still did the movies. He still did the Hollywood thing. But,
he's a megastar.
kept his integrity is what is just beautiful about that whole thing. He never changed who he was, really.
You remember or did you ever read the article or hear about it when he first found out about Barack Obama when Obama was running, and he didn't believe that was his name? He was like, Barack Obama? Come on, man, that ain't that man's name. You better stop lying. I'm telling you, why are you lying? That ain't his name. Barack Obama? That is not that. They wouldn't name their kid that. legendary, just a funny moment from
He
X.
has a lot of just videos in the vault that are just coming up. Like I took a picture when I was here, and that just shows you how like connected down to earth he really was, man.
Singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Come on!
You know what? Yeah.
It's really silly, dude. I remember him and his ex-wife went on couples therapy, and he was talking on the phone. He was with her. She was in the room, and he was like talking to, I guess, his side chick, and he was trying not to say the wrong things, but he was waiting on his ex to leave so he could start. He just went off with it. He's like, I mean, you just gonna stay here while I'm talking to this girl? You're not gonna leave? I'm trying to be respectful, but you just gonna stay here while I'm talking like that? Like, X, you wild. How you gonna be mad at that woman because you trying to cheat her, sneak behind her back on some stuff? Man, even on that same season, he said he was gonna have sex until his thing fall off. So just let you know, X was a wild dude, man. But we also had, he was always praying, famous for praying. He had the reality show that he would like pray.
Yeah.
All the time. He do those quiet moments. He like drive somewhere, isolated, and just close his eyes and start like pray rapping to God. You don't remember that?
Yeah, no, this was on his albums, and just
yeah.
You'll see him do that. Again, more of them videos just coming out. Those pretty are touching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Of course, the historic battle between him and Jay-Z. We got one of them recorded. Yeah, that. Just his, his relationships with Jay and Ja Rule over the years. He touched a lot of people.
He brought it, and I guess he was dealing with just some of that chaos, raw, just energy that street people feel. Where the hood at? Like, just address that and.
Yeah.
Anybody in the street could feel his energy, man. If he was that kind of guy.
Remember when he didn't like Drake? He was talking stuff about Drake. Mad at him about when Drake was supposed to make the Aaliyah album, but then they got cool and Drake sampled him for his one of his songs, one of my favorite Drake songs. So it all was good. But again, just never afraid to speak his mind, let you know what he felt. Really dope dude. So I guess we're gonna get into his music, man, which is what that's what he's most known for. That's what the biggest impact he's left in the world is his music, his voice, his sound, his delivery. What are some of your favorite X songs, man? Or it's not even his songs only, but just even songs he's been featured in. Whatever you want to talk about.
Well, definitely X gonna give it to you. That just is so Hollywood. Got on so many different movies and just taking in so many different contexts and spin-offs. Great song. That's how you just know that one's gonna. I hope that keeps making his family money for years, man. Because that's just that one that.
Nah, for real, that's a dope one. I like that, of course.
Rough Riders anthem.
Rough Riders.
As soon as that part come on, like everybody know.
I love his feature on LL Cool J's that 1 2 3 4 song. LL Cool J. He killed that one. He said, what did he say? He said, give what's in your sock, cause it's better to live. No, you give what's in your sock, cause it's better to give. I'ma get you either way, and it's better to live than receive. No, I fucked it up. But I think it's the other way he said, cause it's better to live. I'ma get you either way, cause it's better to give than receive. Believe what I say when I tell you. And make me take you somewhere where nobody can smell you. It's just like raw stuff like that, man.
He had some straight dog bars too,
Dog bars, yeah.
Like, give a dog a bone, leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Some dog facts right there, bro.
Dogs
facts. do that, man.
He did the shit like the dogs do. If I can put my quote with him. If I can add my little something in there with the dude. But nah, he also got a dope. I can't think of the name. I'm looking it up right now. He had that hard ass hook for Jay-Z. Money, cash, oh, money, cash, oh, come on. Money, cash, oh, come on. Yeah, he got then I cannot find that song of his with Jay-Z in it. Yeah, he's because they've had a few songs together, but there's one in particular, but I can't think of the name of the song. But no, Time to Build. He was in Time to Build, which is an OG Mike Geronimo.
Yeah, he was definitely able to take the listener to like the dark places he was at, Hell is dark and it's cold, like that was the name of this thing. And then man, the Great Depression, like I feel like conceptually he was piecing it together like you should do an album too,
Right. what they really want.
Study them blueprints, man. Study them blueprints.
Yeah, just raw, rough. And he would say stuff. He would say was like he was having a conversation in his rhymes, and it was rough and raw, and it was rhymey, but it was like cool rhymey. I don't know how, it was hard, man. So it's just sad, man. It's sad that we lost him, but we have so much from him. Of course, people bumping like stuff like "I Miss You," the song he got with Faith Evans. But as much as he's done in hip hop and in rap, he also carved a lane for himself as an actor, man. What are some of your favorite DMX movies?
This was a Cradle to the Grave.
Cradle to the Grave was hard.
Just because of the action scenes and also I need to get the blueprint back, get the Asian co-star. This is right around the time with the Rush Hour and all that. One of my favorite series. You get the Asian action star with you. I feel like you got a hit.
Yeah,
Bring that blueprint back.
It's a hard movie. I love the Romeo Must Die, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't in it that much, but he had a cool little role, short role. He was good in that. I was just thinking about another one. You got any other? Maybe some.
The one with Nas and all them rappers.
Belly. That's what I was thinking. Belly. That's a classic. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but you got Nas and you got DMX on the same day together. It's historic, bro. They acting together. And X was really good in the movie. His delivery was really good. His acting was good. I didn't think the lines were all that good sometimes, but X was good in the movie. And again, Belly is a classic. Does X have like a real rap beef with anybody? As far as like a classic back and forth?
It seems like everything stayed at rap. I can't really tell you. I don't got nothing.
Yeah, I can't think of like a classic DMX diss towards anybody when it was like a big rap beef. I know he's had falling outs with like Jay and Ja Rule. He's made comments, but I don't know. I can't off the top of my dome. And like he made comments about Drake, but I can't think of nothing where a real diss came out. A diss track.
Yeah.
But ultimately, man, DMX, like I've stated multiple times, left us with so much. And as you can see from all the outpouring of love, people are hurt. He's a good person, a positive person, troubled person, yes, but a caring and loving person who wanted to do better for others. And I'm gonna repeat what others are saying. I'm happy that he's at peace and he's not hurting anymore. And I hope that we get to see him again, man.
Legacy
and
goes
another
on.
life. Legacy goes on. Yeah. Any closing words on XE before we move on?
X gave it to us, man.
Yeah, you gave it. You said you was gonna give it to him, X, and you gave it to us. You gave it to all of them. All right, man. Now, unfortunately, I guess it's gonna be a bit of, maybe a negative episode, not purposely, but while we're having the trial for the murder of George Floyd, in the midst of all that, we have been getting some continued police violence. And I know it never really stopped, but there are two stories right now that are really making headlines. So the first one, to pull this up, is about a young man, 20 years old, Dante Wright, who was killed at a traffic stop. Now, it claims that he was pulled over because he had an air freshener on his rearview mirror. I don't know if that's been debunked or verified yet, but that's the first one. The second guy, and Dante Wright was, like we said, he was murdered. Now, fortunately, the second guy was an Army Lieutenant, Karen Nazario. He was pepper sprayed at a routine traffic stop without ever being explained to why he was pulled over. So let's go ahead and start with Dante Wright, 20-year-old boy pulled over by the police, shot and murdered. Your take on it, your initial take.
Man, around this time of the year, it revs up with some kind of really big political thing, and I guess people get outside, and I don't know what happens. Cops want to check, and after one happens, one big one, because whatever happened, things have to get to this level. Like, we got the cam, we got all this. There's no way you can just let this one go,
Nah, man. Yeah, I kind of was listening to you say that. I'm like, yeah, that is kind of true. A lot of this stuff maybe it is because people been inside, it's been cold, now it's getting warmer out, people leaving the house, and cops was waiting to cause trouble. So at least for the Dante Wright thing, now, in the video, to be fair, it does show that he ran away, and the cop, it does scream. They do say don't run, Dante, and the cop does scream taser, taser. When she shoots him, she's claiming that she thought it was her taser gun she had, not an actual gun. So first thing, he ran away. What do you think about that? You think that should have played? That plays anything? Changes your mind on anything?
No. Even then, like, you gotta know. Even if you're running, you gotta know that you got the weapon as the officer. I don't get that a pass at all.
Okay, yeah, because I don't either. And I say if they're running, I'd rather they get away and be alive, especially for something as small as, like, I know they say you're supposed to have warrants for not showing up for a court date, but nothing crazy. If he runs away, he runs away. You got his license plate, you got his car registration, you're gonna find him. And then, like you said, in this case, she said it was an accident, but other people have been shot and killed. Police just straight up shot him. There was no accident. They just shot them for running away. Bro, tase him, Now, again, in this instance, she says she claims that she meant to pull a taser out. Do you believe that?
It's just tough, too. I mean, we're just going off her word and stuff. Just in the climate we are, how we already feel about police, just how that is already being programmed because of things I've seen in the past, how this constantly happen. I can't hear that. I'm sorry. It's conditioning. I've been conditioned to not give when that. I'm like, no, I can't let these things. No, can't just kill people.
I feel you, E. Now I will say this. I would say I lean towards believing her that she did not mean to kill him. Now, only because I've seen the video, and in the video, she does say taser, and when she shoots him, you can tell it's like, oh shoot, and she's like, I just shot him. And just from the way she sounded, I do believe that she did think that was her taser. Now, people say taser gun and a regular gun should feel different, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. I don't know, in a high-tense situation, I don't know. But you said, I'm open to her, I'm open to, like, change my mind and say, nah, she was lying. But just based off of her reaction, either she's a really good actress, and within, like, a moment's time, she's really good at just playing that character, or she did think that it was her taser gun. She did think she was tasing him instead of shooting him.
That's a tough one. I can't even say her perspective, and especially we talking game time decisions. It's a in the moment decision.
Do you think she could, if it's like, if everybody believes, let's just operate on the fact right now. Let's just operate that it was an accident. You think she should be charged?
It still happened. Because that's kind of where my mind is.
Okay.
This happens a lot, and it just happened again. There should be a crime after that.
So she should get. So
they ruled it homicide, right?
Yeah, this is murder by homicide. Yep.
Trial by that. That's what they should get punished for. Whatever it is, accident, it happened.
Well, she's been charged with second-degree manslaughter, I think is what they said, which is a fitting crime. If accidental murder, that is the charge you give them.
I hear you. So you just gotta hold that. Whatever that comes with that, if you can get out on some whatever limit, hey, you gotta hold at least that.
You think that she? First of all, you think that she's guilty? She should be found guilty of manslaughter.
She should. It happened. All right. Whatever. It happened.
Right. You think she will be found guilty?
See, this is when that comes in. The liar talk, all the court system comes in with the language, and we need some more space and time. We're going to extend the trial date over and over, longer and longer, till something else happens possibly, and then it gets light.
Okay, I don't know if I had my mic on when I asked that. So he was answering. I asked, do you think that she is guilty? And do you think that she will be found guilty? So that's what he was answering there. Just in case just in case the mic slipped off for the audience.
Yeah. So sometimes we get to these cases, it goes into the court, and then it lingers. I feel like we don't really know. We need more time. We need more space to process it. More evidence. Things come in, and by the time it gets to the end, another thing has popped up a lot of times.
Right. Well, that's the problem, and then justice moves slow. Like, courts move slow. It takes a long time for anything to happen in court. And you're right. just like we're seeing right now, we're not even done with Derek Chauvin, and
Well, which is why I'm okay with just give her this one and just let it go. Whatever the one is, whatever the thing is for manslaughter. Let her have that. Let her hold that.
Yeah.
And just keep it going, because something else could happen. I feel like we should have the systems available for the next case to come up, because you know it's coming, man.
And that's a problem, E, because you know it's coming, and you have, when George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and all these other people passed away last year, you had all these politicians, all these Democrat politicians, all sad, and this is not right, this is wrong, and you had to with their little stupid Wakanda flags taking a knee, and something needs to be done, as if y'all not the people that make something get done. And that's what we hear now. Some people saying again, something needs to be done. Well, do something then. Yeah, we have no legislation at all right now that's being seriously debated upon to vote on to make any changes to anything with the cops, whether state or federal. And it's ridiculous, man. And you got Joe Biden talking about when he has a chance to, condemn the cops. Instead of doing that, he goes on talking about the riots. Well, if something keeps happening and nobody's making any changes, you think people just gonna keep being peaceful? People getting tired of being shot. Black people getting shot, and then most of the police officers, they get away with it. Then they either go back to their job where they was at, or they go to another precinct. It's just, you can't get mad at people reacting to something when there's no change being made. That's my take on it. Yeah, though, man. So then let's go ahead. We're gonna switch over to the Army lieutenant. Karen Azario, he was pulled over by cops. Now they believe that he didn't have any tags on his car. Turns out he did. He had temp tags, but they didn't even inform him what he did wrong, why he was being pulled over, and when he was just questioning, what am I getting pulled over for? So they gave him two demands that he couldn't possibly do. They told him to put his hands outside the window and to open the car door to get out. You can't do both at the same time. So he's over here.
You want me to freeze or get down on the ground?
Right.
I get it though.
Right, no, but that's what it is. Though. That's really what it is.
Can't do both, man.
Can't do both. So he gets pepper sprayed for it. And I just, it's really sad and sickening when you see the end of the video. If you watch part of the end of the video where the cop is pretty much telling him, I don't want to have to take you in. So, if you want to fight this, that's fine. But then I'm gonna have to take you in. It's gonna be more problem for you. I mean, it's your right to fight it, but I would just say let it. Trying to pretty much bribe him not to say nothing because he knew he messed up. Because he had temp tags. They just harassed this dude. They sprayed him in his face and never ever told him what was wrong. So yeah, what you think about that?
Just visually, it just looks crazy. Like a man in the military, serving a veteran, can still feel the effects of this stuff that any other, black man. You say the suit didn't save him. The Army, he still got hit with that. He seemed like he knew what he was talking. Like he's over here. I'm not just gonna get out. Tried to slow play it and didn't really. Hey, what am I being? And they weren't trying to hear it for whatever reason. And
you know what I'm seeing? A lot of conservative right wingers, they always talk about support the army, support the military. In this instance though, because it was a black man, now they're saying, well, of course he was supposed to do this. Of course he's supposed to do that. Now they're even going against the army man, the person that they use to say support, because what happened to him is further proof that there's racism here, and which they want to hide, that the police officers are stuck on power and authority and enforcing the rules the way they want to, and you do what I say or we step on your neck. You get out that car or we pepper spraying you, and it's on us. And if you try to do anything, if you try to press any charges, we will arrest you and we will hem you up in court and screw you over. Luckily we have body cam footage, so that's something that's really, that's really scary, because that happens, and you're really seeing on video what really happens to people, where they're pretty much said, well, if you try to complain, I'm going to arrest you, and now you got all these other problems, and I'm going to lie on a police report, and I'll probably get off even if I get caught, and you know this. Luckily, this man, he kept it going. I think this happened in December. He chose to fight instead of give up. So now we got my boy, we got Mikhail. He's up on the podcast. He just came over. Believe he has some takes on both of these stories or one of these stories. So Mikhail,
Police
what you got to say?
Right.
Anything
about the
definitely. Well, the first thing I noticed when I saw the video, because I actually saw the video before we even thought about it as a topic, which was crazy because it was just nuts. But the first thing I saw was super dangerous. He pulled his gun out at the man on a gas station. So I don't know if that's lost on anyone. He pulled his weapon out before he even knew who the guy was in the car. Before he was even, because this is a routine traffic stop, by the way. Like let's really run that home. Routine traffic stops do not require a pistol unless the person is driving at an immensely high speed, or you have reason to believe that they are going to do something dangerous. But a paper license plate being in the wrong place is not a reason to pull out a weapon at a gas station, no less.
He got his hands up too.
Oh yeah. And then what Octavius was saying, the way that they treat us and the way that they want to, like you said, put their foot on our necks. You can see it in how they talk to him, like giving him confusing orders, telling him back and forth. Some people say he should have just got out the car. Well, if you get out the car, then what? If you reach your hand back inside, then what? They're telling him keep your hands inside, reach back in. But what it really is cops actually want you to open the door from the outside, but we're civilians, we're not trained. So, the whole thing is just super aggravating. The whole thing is just super aggravating to me, and yeah, man, I just think I really hope that guy gets. The police have been fired, right?
Yeah. The main cop, he was fired.
Okay. Well, thank the Lord for that.
I gotta say this because you just said something. So people say he should have just got out the car. So what you're saying is you want him to give up his rights to make the police officer comfortable, who is funded by tax dollars. So in turn, he works for him, but he has to give up his rights in America. But the same people that would tell you that he has to give up his rights are the same people who always talk about how their rights are being violated for things like they have to wear masks. So if we tell you have to wear a mask to keep the next person safe, your rights are being given or violated. You're super frustrated. But you can't understand then why another person who's done nothing wrong, who has to pull over, who has no idea why he's been pulled over, who's got guns pulled on him, you have no idea why that person would want to just hop out the car. What's going on? What did I do? Your tags. Really? That's what all this was about?
Exactly.
That's what you just ran up on me like that for?
And I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. I don't think he should have gotten out the car at all. Realistically, he probably should have never been pulled over, And then had he been a white lieutenant, it would have went down very different. And I'm sure we all know that.
Yeah.
Image, if we couldn't see that one, that body footage would have been able to swept that shit so quick, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this one's even here right now.
Well, they was fighting because, like I said, this happened in December, so they've been trying not to get this out. But fortunately, I guess the guy he didn't give up, and they got this camera footage out. That officer, and it took for it to come out for him to be fired. So they've been trying to get this footage since December. Mm-hmm. So his superiors have seen it since then. They know exactly what they wanted. So they looked at it. They didn't fire him until it came out and the world saw it, and they had to fire him. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. Mm-hmm. They don't do the right thing until they're forced to do the right thing.
Yep. That's the best case of retroactive punishment I've ever seen. Like, we use retroactive punishment so badly nowadays for tweets and stuff that people said in the past, but at least that retroactive punishment did some good. But yeah, man, hearts out to the guy. I'm not sure what the lieutenant's name was, but
Cameron Nazario.
Cameron Nazario. Big shout out to you, man. I think you handled the situation great. You did what you were supposed to do. You kept yourself safe. And what I like to say to every black man is when you come in contact with the police, getting one over on them, being smarter than them, none of that wins the fight. You win the fight with the cop when you go home at night. That's your win. Getting to go home. If you interact with the cop and you get to go home, you've won. Just remember that. That's the way I look at it. But I'm going to go ahead and bow. I'll let y'all do the rest of the topics. I just definitely want to talk about that one. That one was super topical.
Hey, yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, so, but he's right. The win is to survive another day. I would also say at the same time, you can be reasonable with a cop, but, don't give up your rights as a person to a cop. Don't let them bully you. Be reasonable with a cop. Talk to him like a reasonable person, but enforce your rights when you feel like you are being violated. Now, we have some serious topics, so I feel like, we got a little bit of time here. This isn't a big thing, but I am interested in continuing this because I know E-Rob's personal, he has a personal plight with this. So let's get back to White Boy Summer, man. Chet Hanks, he dropped a music video, man. He dropped a music video. E, what you think of the song?
Well, actually, it was an okay song. Like, just in today's standards, I was like, this will probably get into the mix, right?
Hey, man, he said White Boy Summer. He gave you the visuals and the vocals for it now. Now you know what it is, man. I'm not, like I said last week, I'm not mad at him, man. Dude, talk your talk. If you want it to be the white boys' time, let it be the white boys' time. We had a hot girl summer. We can have white boy summer. You know? Why you hating?
My daddy Tom Hanks, man.
Exactly.
Born in this Hollywood, huh?
Hey, man, we got Diddy son, my daddy Diddy bopping around here, rapping like him and looking like him and stuff. Why he can't get his stuff off?
Is it the time of the Sons? We had a junior stuff like this since no, I ain't say since, but like a Griffey
so.
or something. We don't even see juniors like that.
I think it's the time of the sons, time of the kids, time of the dog, time of the famous people's kids is grown and now they being famous. Dude doing all stuff. Now, unfortunately, he still got this issue with his ex, who is now suing him for physical and verbal abuse. So it's kind of going. While he's trying to launch White Boy Summer, he's got these legal issues. He's suing her, so now she's suing him. How did it make you feel, E?
Yeah, you can't beat the black woman.
Says you can't beat the black woman?
The black woman like that, nah.
Hey, tell that to Monique.
Well, I know how you feel about her, so. But yeah, you're gonna have to get through this one, or otherwise, like, wow, you're gonna have them to be like, what he did when you get with him. Type energy the whole time to your summer. You might not get your summer started all the way. We might not get there.
Man, now he got his something. You saw that video I sent you of the girl dancing on him. He getting his black queens. He getting chocolate, bro. This nigga. Halloween, nigga. He getting all them chocolate bars, nigga. No, but I don't know. We'll see what's up with that. I mean, he is rich, so maybe he's spoiled. So I can see him beating them girls. I'm rich.
Probably to get paid off. I'm sure you can pay it off.
Like he probably was that, because he was probably able to break stuff when he was a little kid and then get another one. So now I can just break your face and get another one.
That remind me of that Dave Chappelle joke where he said Jay-Z got the shut the fuck up money.
Is your mic on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just make sure they heard you.
Jay-Z said, he's like, Jay-Z got that shut the fuck up money. But he's like, nah, Beyonce got that. You shut the fuck up.
So we'll just ask. No matter what happens, I feel like this will get paid off. And,
Yeah, I mean, I think eventually he'll probably just settle with or something, just get it over with, and he can get his new bitch to break. Now, I don't believe. I'm just messing around. I have no idea what the truth is. That's what they're going to court for, so we can find out what the truth is. But until I hear that he is actually doing this stuff, I'm with him, man. Enjoy your white boy summer, Chet Hanks. Unless you are beating up on these black girls, and then you can go to him. Yeah. Any closing words on your boy Chet, man? You gonna celebrate white boy summer with him?
If I can.
Nigga finna beat it.
If this doesn't go through, I might have to check in with the game and everybody. And is he good? We good to have this?
Yeah, man.
If he gets the pass, he gets the pass.
Yeah, you gonna be in a video with him. White boy summer there. You gonna be dancing with
this guy, man.
Oh man, White Boy Summer. All right, we'll keep you updated on White Boy Summer as it continues on. But I think we done, man. You good, E? Anything else you want to say?
Man, no, I think that's it, man.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay then. Well, thank you all so much for listening. As always, taking in our whack wisdom. We hope that you return to us next week to get a little bit more of that whackness. So if that's it, this is the WACCast podcast, and we are whacking off.
Whack off.
it's the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack
It's
to
the
me.
WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.